Hi everyone, welcome to Sagaciously Beautiful. This is Vish here, and today is going to be a product review video. I'm going to review a bunch of products that I use for my everyday makeup routine, and I store all these products in this bag. If you all know what fab bag is, then you must be familiar with this bag. I think it's last year's Valentine's Day bag, but I use this to store my daily makeup essentials, and today I'm going to review all these products for you. So the first product is concealer. It's like an absolute must-have for me, and it is the MAC NC42 Studio Finish Concealer.
This particular shade has orange tint in it, so it covers the brown under eyes and the blemishes that would usually occur on Indian skin tones. It's a very creamy product, so it blends well with fingers rather than brushes, and it does stay well for almost all throughout the day. I wore it for 7 hours and it does keep your face fresh. But the only problem that I've seen with this is that it tends to settle into the creases after 15 minutes. So once you're done with all the other makeup, make sure you check the creases and blend them well, and then it just stays put throughout the day. You won't be facing any problem with this. So I really like this product, and this is something that I would definitely recommend to everyone.
The current foundation that I'm using is this Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua foundation. It has SPF 15, and I'm using the shade 40 Beige. I think it's a little bit darker for me, but it works well. It doesn't look odd or different, so I'm using this currently.
The Chanel Aqua foundation, as the name suggests, is a water-based foundation. So before using, you need to shake the bottle really well, otherwise you'll just end up with water than the formula. It blends easily with brushes or fingertips, and it feels very light on the skin. It absorbs well into the skin, but it just stays for about 2 to 3 hours, and later it oxidizes. It happens usually on humid days, and I do have dehydrated skin and I do have some dry patches, and I've noticed that if I don't moisturize my skin well, this foundation clings to the dry patches. So that is something that I really didn't like about it, considering that it is a hydrating foundation. So this is a expensive product, and considering the brand, I really wanted to love it, but I can't. I feel that there are much better foundations available in drugstore which perform a lot better than this one. So it is an okayish product. It's not that it's bad, but it's not as good as I want it to be, considering that it's from Chanel.
For everyday, I use this Calvin Klein eyeshadow. I think this suits almost all the Indian tones, because it has a hint of peach, a hint of brown, and it does stay for a very long time, and I like it. It just blends easily. This is the only eyeshadow that I use for everyday purpose, and it suits well. It just gives that natural highlighting effect, and it doesn't look odd for everyday use. So I like this eyeshadow.
I really love the way this eyeshadow blends effortlessly. It goes on like a creamy, pearly eyeshadow, and it looks very natural. It really doesn't need much effort. So this is a very favorite product of mine, and I really don't find any negatives about it. It's something that I recommend to everyone.
Kohl and eyeliner combo. The eyeliner is from NYX. It's a gel eyeliner, and it's in the shade Jet Black. Jet Black 01.
The NYX gel eyeliner is a creamy, smooth eyeliner, and it's darkly pigmented, but this is supposed to be used as a smudging eyeliner for smoky eyes or that soft kohl effect rather than defined eyeliner. So if you're someone who kind of touches their eyes frequently, then it smudges off soon, but otherwise it does stay put for almost all 5 to 6 hours. I did try it on my waterline as kohl and noticed that it fades off soon. It doesn't smudge to give those bad panda eyes, but it kind of fades off soon. So this works more like a smudgy kohl or something to be used as a base if you're going for the smoky effect.
Kohl. I think you can see from its size how much I've used this. This is an absolute favorite of mine. I use it regularly because it stays for a long time. It doesn't smudge at all, and it just fades only at the corners, but the rest of the kohl just stays intact as it is, and it gives a very intense look to the eyes. So I love this, and I definitely recommend to each and every one of you. And it's not even expensive. It's like, I don't remember the exact price, but I know it's cheap. It's definitely cheap, and you should buy it. You should buy it definitely.
This is a blackest kajal that I've used so far, and it just glides very smoothly. It's so dark, and it stays for almost all 6 hours without smudging. I think it just only fades slightly at the corners, that too after 4 hours, which is like fair enough, I can say. And I have given this kajal to my sister-in-law, and I have heard the same opinion from her. So this is something that I definitely suggest everyone to buy. I did use it as an eyeliner as well, not just as a kohl, and it did stay put well even as an eyeliner. So something that's supposed to be in everyone's vanity.
Mascara, this is what I'm using currently. I've used it in my previous makeup tutorials, and it's the Maxfactor Excess Volume Extreme Impact Mascara. It's two-step mascara. One adds volume, and the other is dark lacquer, so it just adds more intensity to your eyes. So this is the current mascara that I'm using.
This is a two-step mascara. The first step is extreme volume, and the second step is dark lacquer. The first thing that I've noticed when I open the mascara is that the wand comes out very clean, and initially I was like, did it dry out or what? But when I applied it, I could clearly see the way it's building volume. So that is something that I really like about it. The wand is very clean and neat, and it is easy to apply. But I have very short lashes, and I need more length. It does add volume, but with just one coat you get a slight definition to your eye. So if you want that dramatic effect, you need to go for at least 3 coats of mascara. The second step, the dark lacquer, it really does nothing to give any length or volume. It only intensifies the effect. So it's just like polishing your eyelashes again, that's it. And it's better to use it as a final step after building the required volume, because it tends to clump if you go for multiple coats. If you're really looking for that maximum volume, just build the number of coats, or just add more number of coats with the step 1 component of this mascara, and just apply the dark lacquer as a finishing touch at the end. Also, this is a waterproof mascara, and it's not washable, so you need to use something like an oil-based makeup remover to remove it completely.
Eyebrows, I'm using this Models Prefer Essential Brow Kit. This is available in Australia in all the Priceline stores. This is a brand from Priceline, and it's also very cheap. And if you have thick brows, and all you need is just some definition and some product that defines and keeps your brows intact throughout the day, then this is something you should try. It's very cheap as well. As you can see, it has some gel, dark brown gel liner and a powder. So I mostly use this gel component only to fill in my brows and also to define them, but at times I do use this particular powder here, because I don't want this particular part to be very dark, but I want it to be just filling. So for that area I use this powder, but for the rest of my eyebrows I use this brown gel and define them, because I do have thick eyebrows. I just need to fill them a little, and that's it. I'm done with my brows.
This shade, medium to dark, suits very well to people who have dark brown hair or black hair like me. It gives that natural filled in eyebrows, and also please always fill in your eyebrows with small feathery strokes. Don't draw them on. It looks very unnatural like that. So just fill in your eyebrows, especially if you want to fill in any gaps, just use small feathery strokes.
I prefer going for a shade color and something that's brightening, and I feel plum is what that suits me a lot. So this is my absolute favorite and I'm using it daily. This is the Bourjois Color Boost waterproof color. It does have SPF 15 and it claims to stay for 10 hours, and it claims to provide hydration, which is all true. It does provide good moisturization. It's sheer, it's glossy, and I like the shade plum because it looks very natural, I feel, on me. So I like this shade. Coming to the staying power, I think it doesn't stay for 10 hours, definitely hardly for 3 or 4 hours. You can feel the tint on your lips for a long time, but the hydration, the glossiness all just fades off in about 2 to 3 hours, but I guess that's fine because I cannot stay without eating anything for 2 or 3 years and it just fades off, but it's fine. I like this color, and for every day I prefer this, and because it comes in a pencil form, you can line your lips and fill them simultaneously. So for every day, this is something I would definitely recommend, and if you like plum shades, do try this.
These lip crayons are sheer but buildable, so if you just apply one coat, it looks as if you just applied lightly tinted gloss, but if you kind of apply it multiple times, you will get that medium toned color. So you can definitely get a nice plum shade if you build the color well.
That's it. These are all the products that I use for everyday basis, and I do suggest storing all your everyday products in a separate bag. It just cuts down all that time when you're in a rush to go search in the vanity and then deciding on what you have to wear. Just sort them out, especially the everyday essentials, in a separate bag. If you're in a rush, just pull out the small bag, use all the products and you're done. And I kind of take maybe 5 to 10 minutes to get ready for work, so it does save a lot of time. And if you have used any of these products, then do share your views in the comments. I would love to know, because obviously what works for me will not work for each and every one of you. Everyone has their own skin type, their own color preferences, so I would like to know, and leave a comment below. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye, and yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.